Hi friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. Today we are bringing you our new video where we will help you understand this linkage that every TV commentator, every newspaper article is referring to. Yes, a lot of people are talking about that US government bond yields are going up. Therefore, our markets, our in stock markets, Nifty 50 or Sensex are going down. So in this video, we will help you understand what is the linkage between a US government bond, which is issued by the US government, and our markets here in India. It's an important video because it's very important for you to understand how the markets and the bond yield kind of work together. We'll also help you understand how to calculate the equity returns and bond yield so that you can make an informed choice of staying invested or taking some of the kind of money out and booking profits. So without a further to do, let's start our video. As I said, it's important to understand the linkage between US government bond yield and the equity return first. I'll do this in three steps. First step, let's talk about who are the foreign institutional investor and what is their role in Indian stock market. Foreign institutional investors, as the name suggests, are people who are living and residing outside India, but they look to invest their money into Indian stock market. They invest large sums of money in Indian market. Therefore, when they invest, they buy the stocks here, the stock prices go up. When they sell the stocks in Indian market, then the prices go down because they have got a very important influence in Indian market. The scale, the large sum of money that they bring to the Indian market is large enough to make an impact on the day-to-day prices of the stocks in the Indian market. So that's the foreign institutional investors. How do they invest? Basically, like any other investor, they have got also only two options to invest their money in. The first option is broadly called debt, wherein the government bonds come, and the other option is the equities like the stock markets and so on. So any investor who's looking to kind of invest broadly is either investing in debt or equities. Debts are relatively less riskier, therefore they offer less return in general sense. Equities, on the other hand, are more riskier investment option. Therefore, they have the potential to give you better return over a longer term period. But any investor looks at their own asset portfolio and then make the decision how much they want to keep in the debt, how much they want to keep in the equities. So foreign institutional investors are also doing the same thing. So for debt investments, US 10-year government bond is seen as a global benchmark. So when foreign investor is looking to invest in, say, equity product, they always look at what is the US government bond is giving them as a return. That serves like, okay, risk-free return that comes from US government bond is X amount. So when they look to invest in an equity market, they look at how much extra return that equity market can offer to them so that they get that risk reward benefit. Okay, so US 10-year government bond is nothing but a global benchmark followed by all the foreign institutional investors when they look to make the decision whether they should invest in the debt, which is less riskier, versus equity, which is a higher risk investment option. So currently, as of Friday, US 10-year government security bond yield was 1.6%. Yield is basically nothing but the income that an investor earns. So if an investor is investing, say, 1000 rupees, or sorry, 100 rupees, then they'll get 1.6 rupees as return. So that's the yield. So on a US 10-year government bond, the yield is currently 1.6%. And just to give you a reference, last year when the pandemic was happening, March, April, the bond yield, US bond yield, government bond yields were as low as 0.3, 0.4%. So when the yields were 0.3, 0.4%, those were very, very low. So investors and foreign institutional investors particularly were willing to take extra risk and by investing in the equity markets all around the world, including Indian market. But now from the level of 0.3, 0.4%, the debt yield, the US government bond yield have already come to 1.6%, which is a lot higher than that. And that's where, as a foreign institutional investor, you start to wonder whether you should stay invested in the equity assets in Indian market, or should you now take the money out from equity market and invest in the US government debt because of the risk return profile, because equities are always going to be riskier. So now let's understand what is happening in the equity return space, because 1.6 we have understood that it's a bond yield which has gone up and it's now at 1.6%. But what is the current return on the equities? First of all, let's understand how do you calculate it. The formula for calculating equity return is you take the 100 number, divide that by the whichever index, equity index you are looking at, indexes PE ratio. So for example, if you're looking at Nifty 50 or Sensex or S&P 500 or Dow Jones or FTSE in UK, whichever index you're using, you first take the PE ratio of that index and then divide 100 by that PE ratio number. Where do you find this PE ratio? You can find the PE ratio simple by Googling. If you Google, type the index name, which indexes PE you want to find out, and say, like for example, you want to find out the PE ratio for Nifty 50, type Nifty 50 PE ratio today, and it will give you the result of the current PE ratio. Okay, now let me give you the example of how do you calculate. So let's take S&P 500, which is a US index of large 500 companies. Its PE ratio currently is 40. So yield for the S&P 500 would be 2.5%. How did we calculate this? We divide 100 by the 40, and that gives you an outcome of 2.5%. So 2.5% is the equity return in the S&P 500 companies, as against 1.6% of bond yield. So gap is narrowing. When bond yield was 0.3 or 0.4 and the returns were 2.5% on the equity side, it was a large gap, large return option for investor in the equity. They invested, they pumped a lot of money in the equity market, but now the gap is closing. Now let's understand Nifty 50. Nifty 50's P ratio is 41. So if you do the same formula, 100 divided by 41, you will get a number of roughly 2.4%. So our Nifty 50 return is 2.4%, which is also higher than the bond yield, the US bond yield of 1.6%. But the gap is narrowing. So if this bond yield continues to go up and get to say maybe 2% level, then suddenly a foreign institutional investor will wonder that whether I should take the risk of investing in Indian market or any other equity market for this 0.5% or 0.4% extra return. Won't it be better for me to just stay invested in the safer US government bond option and earn 2% interest? So this is the linkage that we talk about. So as the bond yield goes up, people, particularly foreign institutional investors, start to make the decision whether they should stay invested in equity or move some of the money back into the US bond or debt instruments. And that's the reason we see every time when the bond yield, US government bond yield goes up, foreign institutions do become a big seller in Indian market, bringing the overall stock prices down, index down, and initiating a big correction in the market. So that's the linkage that is there. So they both enjoy a reverse relationship. So if bond yield goes up equity markets are going to see some level of correction. But if bond yield continues to go up quite strongly, then you can see a major correction also in the Indian equity market. So that's what is happening. That's what happened on Friday when the data was published that the bond yield has gone to 1.6%. In the last 1 hour or so, Indian market lost almost 1% of the market capitalization. So that's what is happening. I hope the video has been helpful to explain you the linkage between bond yield and the equity returns. We would look forward to your comments. Please do comment in terms of how you found this video. If you liked our video, then please press the like button and share it with your friends and family. And if you've not subscribed our channel, we would urge you to please subscribe A to Z Learning channel and become part of our viewers family. Thank you so much.